This winter rain is sure quite dreary. I think it was something for me to take my mind off, maybe something that's a little more like the days of warmth and heat and swimming, all that stuff. Maybe. Oh, hmm, perhaps. Hello everybody, welcome back to Killing Clan. It is Twintail here, back with another D4DJ Groovy Mix event guide. This time we are looking over the hashtag party, hashtag resort, hashtag survival. It's a lot of hashtags, if I must say so myself. So, very funny thing is that this is currently after the first anniversary, so we do have things like extra training in play for any cards that you have group subs, so I'll be sure to go ahead and take a look at that guide that we have linked up here at the upper right corner of your screen. Anyway, as we see here, that it is indeed a battle live, so we do want to have as buff of cards as possible. Now, this is also a kind of a mixed event. Two of the members are wrong, though. We have Aoi, as we see here in her beautiful, handsome grace. So let's go ahead and take a look at some cards that we can use, of course. So we will go over to our member details. We start off with Moonlight Diva, Tsubaki, Aoyagi. Now we see an emphasis on technical because that is what the event is going to be based off of, and a total clocking in of 34,416 in total parameters at extra training 0, with our usual score up of 40% and heal 350, along with the new passive skills that have been finally implemented as a result of the first anniversary overhaul. So we have a 4% up to the score when you're playing in auto, so it's very nice if you are more than auto person. Though, because it's bingo, I highly recommend strongly against auto unless absolutely necessary. Of course, we also have the Happiness Petals Miyu Sakurada. Also has that very high emphasis on technical. And as we see here, she clocks in at a pretty high total of 34,746 at extra train 0. Again, the stats you see on the screen here are actually if you were to extra train them to 4. So, do not try to add a bunch of numbers here and end up with what the extra training for is. That means you have 4 groups. So, let's be a little more realistic. And of course, we have some nice passive skills of reducing the amount of damage you take when you hit a miss or a bag, as well as a constant 3.75% score up. I believe that should be extra training 4, but extra training 0 should still be a well appreciated boost to your score nonetheless. And last but not least, we also have fucking gotcha here. We also have Butterfly Parade, Rika Sato. As we see, he has a total stats at extra training 0, 27,713. Again, a bit of emphasis on technical. And of course, we have a up to 10% score boost whenever we enter Groovy times. And of course, we will go over to our the event card herself, the Aoi. So we'll go over to rewards here. And oh no, she's an exchange card. Okay, let me go to the exchange and we'll go take a look at her there. So Worldwide Sage, Aoi Miyage, she clocks in at a serviceable 27,308. Again at extra training 0, and she also has passive skills of she also can activate Groovy Time regardless. Again, Groovy Time doesn't really matter too much here. And you have Groovy Charge Boost again, more for non-battle live events. Alrighty, so that being said, we can kind of try to figure out how we can build our team with or without those cards. So for Miyu, I'm showing off the SP card, but that's because I don't have any of her actual cute cards. You do have the cute cards. I highly recommend going with those, like Slugs Soaring High from the Christmas themed gacha that they've done for Lyrical Lily in the past 28,293. Technique on a bit of a lower side, but it should still be serviceable. Moving over to the right, we have Rika Seto have the initial card of her, so it's our usual heal 400, score up 30%, 34,147 in total stats like extra training 0. If we go over to extra training, we find that she also has that constant score up of 2.5%, along with reducing the damage that we take. Kind of like the Miyu card, if I'm not mistaken. And if not that, if you have been playing since the beginning of the English game, we do have, if not that, we also have access to, my mind's not fully trained yet, but we do have the the Singapore collab event Rika, who clocks in at a decent 28,461. Again, technique is not one of her better traits, but again, she will give you that easy 50% bonus for having both the character and the type, along with, again, the passive skill should not matter, giving that its battle life. Of course, moving right over to Aoi. Aoi does have a few alternatives if you don't want to really use her 3-star. I have the initial one shown here at extra training 1, but ideally you would prefer to use demonic ruler Aoi Miyake from I forget which, it should be like that movie themed event from that gacha. Should still be in the gachas. You might run into her. Really good stats at 35,604 total. With that's like extra training 0. That's pretty buff, along with 12,517 technique at extra training 0. Not too shabby. So she definitely could deliver. Unfortunately, that is her only other alternative for meeting both attribute and character that is a 3-star or higher rarity. Moving over to Tsubaki, of course you have, I'm stuck with the Wistful Bloomhoon Tsubaki here because I don't have the initial 4-star Tsubaki, who does clocking at a fairly decent 33,347 total stats at extra training 0, with her technique actually being the highest at 11,633. So with more extra training, that should bump that technique even further. You have dupes of that card. If not that, there's also the Rainy Knight Detective Tsubaki, who clocks in at a fairly decent 28,395. Again, that should be the same gacha series as the Aoi I mentioned earlier, if I'm not mistaken. Technique, her stats are second highest in technique, but should be serviceable for that 50% bonus. Okay, so now that we have a team built, so people like to know like how we should buff things. So obviously you're like mixed attribute, but trying to fit the character bonuses. Just go for anything that just bumps up everyone your usual 2% ups, along with your discs that buff up your strongest card. So for me, it's obviously Miyu. Of course, if you are going for more of an attribute focused team, you probably prefer to actually configure that more as an attribute based. You can go ahead and do parameters based on cute. So that means our effects would be more along the lines of buff, having the cards that buff up our cute. Again, I haven't leveled up my cute items, but if you did do so, there are 3 of them. Total, so there's be 9% parameters boosted to your cute cards. So that'll be more helpful if you were building along those lines. Get some battle life going here. Of course, let's make sure we actually have all our skills leveled up. Let's make sure we get all that. Always hide the message to prevent it from hindering you folks. Of course, you could also free to just do games by spam the heck out of here select if you're really, really hardcore queuing, and pray no one actually denies you, as we have seen here. Manual mode always preferred for maximum score output, as well as increases your chances of getting that highly coveted first place. So we'll go ahead and play through that, and I'll see you folks in a bit. Okay, now we've wrapped that up, let's go ahead and take a look at what the output's looking like. I think mine should just only be 110% total bonus because I have 3 mismatched in some of the areas here. Okay, not too shabby. Get that whole bingo. So let's go ahead over to the event top and let's just take a look at, again, more into the details of this game. So again, we do... Oh, so, as we see there, you can actually get up to 5 copies of the Aoi Miyake. So I highly recommend doing that because extra training is just broken, as y'all have seen in our guide on that, along with a rare stamp, couple of accessories to symbolize the themes of this event, our usual diamonds, crystals, cover medals, soundtrack medals, song pearls, ruby disc. Oh, convenient, we have a memory for Hype Up 777 Rika if you are using that card, along with EXP tickets, skillish EXP tickets, and our usual attribute pieces and coins when you really run out against to exchange for. So, let's also go over quickly the daily quests we must do for this specific event. So they want us to enter the event top as usual, get at least 1 bingo, hit 10 numbers, and play Battle Life 2 times a day. So fairly simple. So with that, I think that's going to do it for us here at Kitsune Clan. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to continue to embrace the darkness, and we will see you next time. Keep on diggling, Diglers. Bye bye.